What is up, guys? It's So here, and welcome to episode 77 of the FIFA 14 career mode. We're in January, and that means it's transfer time. It is 2015. We are approximately a season and a half into the FIFA 14 career mode. Apologise for that. And it's going to be a little bit of a transfer episode today. We're going to be looking at my targets, and I'm going to be talking about who I want to bring in. So, my view of the transfer window sort of changed as we got towards the end of the month, and you'll see me make some big decisions towards the end of the month. I don't really do any business at the start, but what I really wanted, what I knew that I wanted, was a centre attacking midfielder to fill in the gap, because of course we have Kensuke Honda, and he is my number one at the minute. But if we look past that, my centre attacking mid used to be Kabai, and we sold him. We bought in Yaya Toure, who's a much more defensive player than he is, and for that reason, I feel that we no longer have a second CAM at the club that I can put in that position when Honda isn't at his best and not performing. So, of course, we do have Alberto Pereira, but he's very much a budget player. So I don't really suppose that I'll be using him too much in the near future. I mean, I don't really like him very much. He doesn't feel too great as a player, and his potential isn't really that great. So here's a list of some CAMs that I was going for. Some that I might buy, some that I'm interested in, but probably can't afford, and some that I can afford but aren't really the best of players. That was my aim there. Also, towards the end of the month, I'll explain, I did start thinking about getting a striker. I don't in a minute, but I think the likes of Dongu and Shola Amiobi aren't really good backup strikers. Of course, for my formation, I played two up front, and when Lukaku and Remy, when either of them need a rest, it means that, you know, either Shola or Dongu have got to come into the team. And Shola's alright, but he's not the best technically, and Dongu just isn't the best at all. I mean, he's very much a young player. He's going to progress at the club, don't get me wrong, but I sometimes need a player for the big occasions, and none of those two fit that bill. So I may be looking to bring in just one backup striker. He's maybe not as good as Lukaku and Remy, but just a little bit below their level. That would be who I'm really targeting. Other than that, I think I'm pretty much well off. I'm going to be trying to sell Jonas Gutierrez and Ryan Taylor because I don't think they fit the bill at the club anymore. But saying that, Soldado actually manages to score against us in the 16th minute when we went to take on Tottenham Hotspur at White Hart Lane. But enough of that. Like I say, I'm going to try sell Gutierrez and Ryan Taylor. I don't think they fit the bill at the club. I don't think they fit my formation at all. I don't really like them as players, and they're not really the highest valued players at the club. So yeah, we're going to see if we can just get rid of them. Like I say, a CAM is what I'm looking for. Probably a striker, and then potentially a centre back. But that's sort of if we have the money and if I really need him. But Lukaku gets an effort cleared off the line from his header. A little bit later on, Honda picks up the ball, goes for some sort of finesse shot, but it was miles off target. Tottenham go attacking a little bit later on. A beautiful through ball display to Christian Eriksen. The keeper comes off his line. Eriksen plays it out wide to Soldado. Soldado whips it in. But the thing is, if Soldado's the main striker, there's no one in there to head in your crosses. And this guy, Iago Falk, gives it to Asua Koto, who's back from his loan from QPR. And they end up just playing it around, but eventually Yaya Toure nicks the ball, plays a wonderful over the top through ball to Loic Remy, who sees Lukaku in acres of space, goes to find him first time, and Lukaku just misses the ball, does a backflip, and he might as well have just sat himself down and had a cup of tea because he didn't really put anything off. However, Loic Remy showed them all how it's done. In the 45th minute, he did what Lukaku did in the last episode against Southampton. He outstrengthened the defender, managed to outpace him too, and on top of it all, managed to finesse the ball under the outstretched arm of Hugo Lloris and into the bottom right-hand corner and into the back of the net to make it 1-1 right on the stroke of half-time. That gave us the tactical advantage going in at the break. Christian Taylor had the best chance of the second half, only 4 minutes in. His chance was saved initially by Hugo Lloris, but then Romelu Lukaku rose high, head and shoulders above everyone else and managed to head his effort in to the back of the net for his 10th league goal. So Remy's on 12, Lukaku's on 10. I'm pretty sure our strikers are on fire, and the Tottenham defence was struggling to contain them very much. Christian Taylor should have perhaps scored from his effort, but we'll take the Lukaku goal as it is anyway, because it just means that we go ahead. And Chelsea are gaining. We're only 2 points ahead of them, and we definitely need a win, especially considering our recent form and what's happened. Aaron Lennon has a shot. Aaron Lennon puts a shot out wide and it doesn't even trouble the keeper one bit. We go on the attack ourselves. Lukaku is set through by Luke Remy, and here he should have the pace to beat Jan Vertonghen, his fellow compatriot. He does, however, his effort hits the post, it rebounds, and the chance goes begging. We initially win the ball back with Kensuke Honda, but he eventually gives away possession, and Tottenham go on the attack themselves. A wonderful ball to Aaron Lennon. Aaron Lennon manages to control it and put it into the path of his striker, but his striker wasn't quick enough, and he was outpaced by the defenders. Lukaku ends up losing the ball, giving possession right back to Tottenham through the eyes of Lennon. They find the pass to Soldado, and Soldado goes for the cheeky chip over the top, and he manages to score 12 goals in all competitions to make it 2-2. Roberto Soldado. A chance late on for Tottenham. But Mignolet was very much equal to the header. A chance of our own. Joe Allen setting through Luke Remy very, very late on in the game. Remy perhaps should have taken that first time, I felt. That was the last chance of the game, and we ended another draw. So perhaps a little bit of a loss of form in our recent results. We definitely need a big, big win soon. Just a win of any sort, really, because we have a match against Chelsea coming up in the near future. They earned 21 million for Muniain. That's not happening. Boateng is 15 million. He's the most likely transfer up to this point in time. But I'll be making a lot of offers over the next. I'll be making a lot of offers over the next few episodes, guys. So make sure you stay tuned to see who is coming to the club, who's going to leave the club, and just what form, what shape the team is going to bring, and what we can do. They want 15 million for Boateng. I think he's way overpriced. I'll give them 6 plus Gutierrez. If it works out, it'll be the bargain of a century. If it doesn't, well, maybe I was just counting myself a little bit too lucky. Chelsea still haven't played. If they win, they will go ahead of us on goal difference. And on that note, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, you can please leave a like and a comment. I would greatly appreciate it. Apart from that, I will see you all next time. Bye.